What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today is Monday, May 24th. Did some research on yesterday, on Sunday. Looking for the highest percent gainers, man, in the OTC markets. If you guys follow me, you guys know my typical plays haven't really been working. I want to get back to day trading, man. My overnight bread and butters just have not been working. So I seen a recent runner from Friday, MJWL. That thing had a monster move over 100% with a lot of volume, which is amazing. I didn't get to make a video about Friday. Thursday, I did that overnight play on UATG and PHRRF. So I'll discuss that. I'll get into that a little bit. But today, just stuck to my typical day trades, man, and just stuck to what I know and stick to what I'm good at, taking my singles. And it winded up working out for me. We're going to get into all that, but before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market, and I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's do this, man. So MJWL, a beautiful runner yesterday due to some acquisition news, I believe. But as you can see, look at this. Boom. Huge candle, a huge spike in volume. I believe it traded over 300 million shares right here. Yeah, over 300 million. And so far today, it's already traded almost 200 million, 171 million. So this thing has the strength. Now, my thesis for this stock was, if you really look at the 1 day, 1 year chart, every time it had a nice spike. So you see the first spike came here, went from less than half a penny to almost a penny, but that was 100% runner. So right here in this candle was 100% runner. It gaps up. I'm not sure whether it ran first or dropped first, but as you can see, drop, pull back, or it opened here, pop, then drop, then pulled back. And then kind of right here too, we had a runner here, gapped up, dropped, then pulled back up. So I was literally, same thing right here, as you can see right here, open here, dropped, then came back. So I was literally anticipating some kind of drop because that's kind of the market we've been in. I really anticipated, dip buying this thing. I said, okay, if this thing drops, as you can see, all these little wicks at the bottom of each candle. So that's exactly what I like to look for. I like using charts to, the 1 day, 1 year chart, or whatever, 1 day, 20-year chart. I go back as far as I can. I just want to see the history of it. So if it has a run, does it bounce or does it just die off? I want to know that. And so when you see all these wicks at the bottom, that's a good indicator that this thing does bounce a lot. So as you can see, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, drops and then comes back, drops and then comes back. So that's kind of what I was anticipating this morning, for it to just drop and then come back. And we started getting this nice gap up. I was up about 5:30 this morning, and I already started noticing strength in the bid and ask. Now, as we all know, if you don't know this, OTC market does not trade pre-market, but you could see the buyers and sellers piling up before the market opens. So this will start changing. So, if you see the ask, because we closed at 3 something. Yeah, we closed down here, man, in the threes, in the 313, I believe. And now we're in the fives, a beautiful, beautiful continuation of Friday. Anyway, so if you see, 313, but the bid's already at 39, then the ask is at 39, and you're seeing the bid pile up, and the bid's at 33, then the bid goes up to 34, then 35, then 36, as we're getting closer and closer to the market open. That tells me that there's a lot of strength. People want to pay for this thing. And sure enough, man, the market opens and and we get this continuation, man. Since my thesis was to dip buy it, I didn't buy into this strength right here. A part of me really wanted to buy it, but I was like, no, that's not the plan. Stick to the plan, James. You already have a thesis on what this thing should be. So stick to it. So when it dipped here, I was like, okay, cool. I was waiting for like that hard drop, and it just never happened, and it just kept going. And then I keep a heavy eye on the bid and ask, and I just kept seeing it pile up, pile up, pile up right here in the bid. It just kept piling up, where you'll see right here, a million, 2 million, 3 million, kept piling, then pushing up, then upticking. So from 29 to 30, to 30 to 30, 31, to 30 to 40, and keep just continuation of the movement of strength. Okay, and then we finally had a good drop right down here to the fives. So originally, I wanted to take a 400,000 share position. Okay, that's what I originally wanted. So I told myself, okay, take 200,000 shares at a time. That was my original plan. But again, man, you never know what's going to happen. And so when I started noticing strength, I said, okay, I'm going to come at it at 100,000 shares at a time. 100,000 shares is a lot easier to execute than 200 or 400. And then 2, if I just so happen to miss time the dip, I'm only in a quarter of my position. So if it continues to drop, then, I'll just average share price by buying at a lower price. So, that was kind of the way I approached it when I noticed all the strength. So in this dip right here, I bought 100,000 shares. And then we started having this nice run up in the 5-6s right here. And I was up about almost $400. And then I just, I wanted to see weakness to purchase more shares. So I didn't see that weakness. So I was like, you know what? I'll start off by taking my $390, which is what I did. Which is a nice gain, which is probably like a 7-8% gain. So, I sold it into this candle right here. And then when it dipped off again, right here, I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna buy me another 100,000 shares. And then it dipped off right here, and I bought another 100,000. And then when I kept noticing strength in the bid and the ask, I bought another 100,000 for 200,000. And then we had this nice pop up into the 5-9s. And then I winded up selling it, which put me up total of a little under $1,200. I believe I was at, which put me up. So that second run of 200,000 shares in this push, I winded up gaining like $680, something like that. After commission fees, whatever, I winded up with a total profit of $1,141. And then when it dipped again, had this hard dip, I was like, cool. I was waiting because it just broke the high of day after I sold it here. And then when it dipped, I wanted to buy it again. And then I bought another 100,000 shares, still anticipating to buy, 400,000 shares. I still haven't had my full position. And then it just started dropping off. And then I noticed the change here. So I literally stay glued on the bid. So anytime I'm trading, I stay glued here. Okay, I want to see this number upticking, and I want to see this number continue to grow in size. So that's what I want to see. If I'm not seeing that, and it's staying like it is right now, it's not moving, so it's not showing me strength in the buying. We are getting prints of green going off, but there we go. See, now it upticked. But I want to not only see an uptick, I want to see the share size get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I didn't notice that, and so I just cut my loss. Winded up taking $130 loss on the last trade I took, and I used 3-day trades in this particular account to make that happen. So overall, winded up with a little over $1,000 profit on the day, which is great, man. I do not plan on doing any overnight trading during the summer because we haven't seen no strength. And then that leads me to getting into my trades from Friday. So let me just change this real quick too. This. And then UAGT. Let me check this here because I really don't remember which one it was. Oh, PHRRF, I wound up making about 900, and then UATG, I wound up losing 950. So overall on Friday, winded up losing about $50 on those overnight trades, a combination of both. But the reality of it is I actually got extremely lucky. I've been noticing, for me personally, and this is important for you guys to know in your own personal lives, in my own personal life, man, I've been kind of distracted lately, and been going through some things. And so that's been causing me to just, one, the market has slowed down a little bit. so I'm not as focused in the market. Two, I got personal things going on that's keeping me distracted from the market mentally. And then three, I kind of been going back into old behavior of, doing dumb shit. All right, let's just put it that way, doing dumb shit. So yeah, actually, I winded up going out Thursday night, partied all night, and then I didn't even wake up at 6 to execute my position, which I actually got extremely lucky on because both of these gap down. If you look at this, let's go here. So this day, and then this was Friday. So we closed here and we opened down here, but I happened to get lucky because I woke up at 8 o'clock. If I would have woke up at 6:30, this would have been a loss. And then same thing with PHRRF. So, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, hey, I just made, $800-900 on this one because out of skill. No, that $900 on UATG was actually pure luck because this should have been a loss. If I woke up at 6:30, it would have been a loss. This one gapped down as well. This day, Thursday, this is Friday, but it winded up running. And the crazy part about this PHRRF, I actually was only down when I woke up. So I woke up about 8 o'clock and was like, holy shit, I got two positions in play right now. Fuck. I hope they didn't go bad, And so as soon as I came to the market, UATG was actually the first one I opened because I had UATG in one account and PHRRF in another. So this was the first account I opened, and I seen I was up $900. I was up 897 and some change. So I was like, cool. Sold it, took that, and then when I went over here to this account, I was like, cool. What do I got here? And boom, I was down $400. So I said, cool, $400. That means I'm gonna finish with like a $500 day, and that's cool for Friday. Even though that was pure luck, But when I executed this order, this one just didn't have the strength. And so the amount of shares I had just caused slippage. So it went from 400 to 950, just selling me off because I hit sell the market. And it sold me off. And with the slippage, it winded up costing me $950. So overall, winded up basically breaking even with a minus $50 on Friday, which was pure luck, okay? It had nothing to do with skill. If I would have woke up and executed my plan, I would have been down probably $1,000 or more on that day. I would have probably took that 1,000 here and probably 1,000 here. I'd have probably been down $2,000. But I happened to just, get lucky. Didn't wake up at 6:30 because I was just hung the fuck over. I think I went to bed at like 3 a.m. on Thursday, some shit like that. And then yeah, man. So I just essentially got lucky, man. There was no skill involved in UATG. I should have took a 2K loss. And just to give you guys a perspective of how this month's been going for me, red week here, finished this week red 2,800, finished the last week red 8,900, finished the week before that red 3,500, and finished the week red before that 2,800. So I mean, I've been on 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row of red, so a whole month of red basically. And that's the first time that's happened to me. Again, that's because I noticed a shift in the market, for one. Two, again, I've discussed this. I was going through some personal things where I just couldn't day trade, so I tried that swing trade. But honestly, even without that 14K loss on that swing trade I tried, I held that for 10 days, which that was like the bulk of all my red, basically. I would still actually be red, but not by much. But, if I just included day trades, I'd probably be red about like 2K for the month for those 4 weeks. But the bulk of it was that swing trade that I tried because I wasn't able to sit in front of my computer and I was dealing with some personal things. But, hey, man, that happens, man. And you guys got to realize that, too. If you got something going on in your life, just stick to what you know, man. Just stick to what you're good at. And like MJWL, like I actually took the time on a Sunday to just go and look for strength because typically I have a watch list, and all the stocks on my watch list are just died out. I've been milking all of them for months, and just collecting my profits. So now MJWL, this is definitely gonna be on my watch list too. And look, it's still gaining strength. It's at 571. Let's see back up. I mean, it's still showing strength. It finally catch that bounce. That's the kind of bounce I was looking for. I was trying to capture it right here. That would have been a great bounce. But I'm perfectly happy making $1,000 a day. I don't have any more day trades in any of my accounts. But slowly but surely, man, just take these singles, 390 and then 600. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take those singles and, cut your losses. So I took 3 total trades on here. One for 390, one for over 600, and then took a minus 130 for my final one. When in reality, if I'd have just held on to it, I would have probably still been profitable. But I mean, I don't think I would have held through this. I would have cut it regardless. But that's the key, man. Stick to what you know. And then just a lesson in how I notice strength on the level 2 is literally as you see in these uptick, man. You could see them uptick. I mean, just watch. Just keep your eyes glued to here. That's how you notice strength. And then look, I mean, and then even right here, when you start getting a big spread like that, you could tell you're seeing the strength now. I'm seeing strength, pure strength right now. It's squeeze. This is a squeeze because you're not seeing it. You're not necessarily seeing this climb on the share size. You're just seeing this continue to pop up, and that's because it's getting squeezed. But yeah, man. So MJWL, back to the basics, man. Just back to my instincts of intraday day trading. My overnight plays, PHRRF and UAGT are perfect examples of why this shit just ain't working, man. Like it literally should work in a hot market. It should, and it's just not. So you have to adjust, man, and that's important. Just adjust, and you'll be fine. And just look for strength. If you're a long bias trader, just look for strength, man. And look, now we're in the 6s. We broke new highs on here. So we're in brand new highs now, which is good because the next resistance level is until 7. And the higher this thing goes, the bigger the bounce it should have because we have a lot of shares. But I'm perfectly happy collecting my 1,000, and I'm gonna walk away with $1,000 on the day. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia. It's a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So MJWL, a nice intraday action, collected over $1,000 profit to start my week, which is a great way to start my week since I've had 4 red weeks in a row. And then those overnight plays from Thursday to Friday, just essentially got lucky on it for a minus $50 total. So that's going to be it, man. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.